Hi, welcome back. We have a class for yoga. Well, yes, it is yoga for strength and flexibility. It is almost 30 minutes long and it's going to be so much fun. It's on the hips, on the shoulders, on the hamstrings, all these different areas that we could all use a little bit more strength and flexibility in. You ready to do it? Let's go. Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's do some full body yoga for strength and flexibility. Come to the front of your yoga mat and take your arms up towards the sky. We're just going to inhale here, drop your shoulders down, grow the spine, and then bow your body forward and down. So we're going to come into a forward bend, step your left leg back into a lunge, and push into the back heel. You're stretching out that calf muscle, lower down into a low lunge. So you can feel the stretch in that back heel. Keep your neck long, let your jaw relax, breathe deeply in and out. And then lower your back knee down to the ground. Keep your back toes curled under. And just take a moment here to hang out, breathe, and feel. We don't want to force the hips forward and down at all. We just want to let gravity help us steer the hips in that direction. Breathing deeply. Now remember, you can always put a blanket underneath that back knee, which I do recommend. I just don't have one today. And then let's rock the hips back here, keeping those back toes curled under, and you're going to point the front toes up. Good. Let's relax the shoulders and let's rock forward again, sinking the hips forward and down, and then back with the hips, pointing the front toes up. Good. So your hands can be on blocks if that feels good for you, if that feels better. They can also move back and forth as you move with your body, bending, sinking, coming back and pointing the toes up. Keep going with that. If you're feeling pretty flexible already, your hands can stay out in front there in the same location if that feels good. Right, we're always asking ourselves what feels good, what doesn't feel good, and then we can take care of ourselves in a better way. So let's take our knee bent, sink the hips forward and down, and just stay there for a moment. Make sure your front knee is stacked directly on top of that ankle and breathe. Keep your neck long, face relaxed, maybe a smile. Good. Bring your hands inside the front foot. Now you can always use blocks underneath those hands. You can put one here or two here. Drop the front knee open so you're rolling to the outside of that foot. And the back foot here can relax if that feels okay. You're going to push into the back foot. If the top of the foot is grounded, push down into it. And let a little tiny bend happen in those elbows. Keep your neck long. Let the jaw relax. And again, we're not pressing those hips down and forward. We're allowing gravity to help us. And if you push down into the back foot, it's going to help isometrically strengthen those leg muscles at the same time. Keep breathing. Good. Bring that front knee back up to center. Now let's frame the foot again. Curl the back toes under. Take good care of that back leg. And then rock back one more time, and we're going to point the front toes up. So here I'm walking my hands back underneath the shoulders. And you're going to flex the right foot. And let's just tick-tock that leg from side to side. It's an amazing feeling, isn't it? Ooh, goes right into the belly of the muscle, as they say. The belly of the beast. Keep rocking. Let something out. Let's hold it still, flexing. Now, a little bit of an arch of your spine is going to help to really straighten the spine. So we want to keep the spine strong and long. I just made that up. I like that. That's pretty cool, right? Strong and long. Let your shoulders relax. Keep your neck long. Let your jaw relax. Bah. You can open your mouth, stick your tongue out. Bah. Remember when you were a little kid, you used to do that to your friends you didn't like? Stick your tongue out at them. Maybe not. I didn't. All right, let's rock forward. And the hands are going to frame that front foot. Your back knee comes up off of the ground. Let's rock the body weight. You might have to step that front foot back a little bit more. Rock forward and back. And eventually, so this front foot is kind of mobile. I'm pulling the front of my foot up as I rock back. I want to step my back foot forward to the front of my mat. And I'm going to bow the body up and over the legs and drop the head. Let your face relax. Is your head able to hang comfortably? Shake it no and yes. How heavy can your head get? We're going to shake it no again and yes again. And then we're going to bend the knees. Take a deep breath in. Step the right leg back into a lunge. And we're going to stay low, pushing into the back heel. Keep the neck long, let the jaw relax. Keep pushing back heel, so we're stretching the calf muscle. And on top of all of that, we can take a minute and think, is this leg tighter than the other one was? Now lower your back knee down and keep the toes curled under. Take a deep breath in. Feel the hips sinking gently down and forward. Keep the neck long, jaw relaxing. Good, let's rock the hips back, point the toes up, and then come forward and keep moving in this way. Back and forth. Taking good care of all of your body parts, even your dental hygiene. I don't know what I'm talking about right there. All of your body parts. Take care of everything as you move. Let's rock forward eventually and stay there and stack the front knee on top of the ankle. Pull the heart forward. And you can relax your back foot down to the ground. Use the top of that foot, push down to get the strength going in the muscles. Hands inside the front foot. And then you're going to breathe in and exhale, roll to the outside of that front foot. Ooh, that feels good. Remember, you can have a block underneath your hands here if that feels better. Keep your neck long, your jaw relaxed. And we're allowing gravity to guide the hips. We're pushing into the back foot. Face is relaxed, the neck is long. Try to pull your chest forward, lengthening your torso. Lots of breathing. Now bring that front knee back up to center. Hands are framing the foot, and then we're going to rock back, pointing the front toes up and curling the back toes under. How's your breath? As you bow, tick-tock that front leg from side to side. Hands are underneath the shoulders here. You can place your hands however they're comfortable. I have right now a little fist for my hands. But if you have blocks, you can put blocks underneath your hands as well. Let's hold it. Remember, we're a little arch in the spine, which is going to flatten the back a little bit more and lengthen. Long and strong. Pull the shoulders back away from the ears, heart forward, jaw relaxed, and the breath is deep. Letting go of tension and stress. Good, let's come forward. The hands are framing that front foot. We're lifting the back knee up. We're gonna rock forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. And step the back foot forward when you're ready. And come into a forward bend, drop your head, belly up and over the thighs. And take a moment to relax and breathe. And notice where you are in your head. Good. Relax and breathe. Stay present. Let's bend those knees. And step both feet back or jump into a downward dog. Spread the fingers really wide. Grip with the fingertips. Pull back with the fingertips. Drop your head. Keep breathing here, and we're going to pedal out the heels one at a time. A gentle pedaling of the heels, darlings. There is dog fur all over my yoga mat. That is pretty gross. Good, building some flexibility here and strength, right? We're pushing the heels down, chest towards the toes, the head is heavy. Use your arms, push. Push the floor away, squeeze the fingertips, pull them back, breathe, and then let's bring the hips into plank. Hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to transfer the weight forward and back here. Just a very gentle rocking forward and back. From the hands, back to the heels. From the hands, back to the heels. Keep your elbows slightly bent. Good. Bring your shoulders just above the wrists and hold it there. Press the floor away. Squeeze the fingertips into the floor. Hug the space between the arms, between the toe tips, and the heel of your hand. We're hugging the space. Good. Push up into downward dog again with your hips. How does that feel? Keep pushing the ground away. Let your head hang. Let the jaw relax. Good. Lower your knees down to the ground. Relax your toes. Let's open the knees wide and come into a nice child's pose here. Rest your head. Extend your arms as long as you can. Pull the fingertips away from the pelvis and let your head hang. Just resting on the ground. If your head doesn't reach the ground, use a block if you want, or a book if you have a book at home instead of a block. Inhale deeply. Good. Look forward with your head. Walk your hands back a handprint. So now your elbows are lifted off of the ground. We're going to thread the needle in child's posture. Take the left arm, reach it underneath. I'm going to do the same as you. Left arm underneath. The palm faces up, and we slide it as far as we can across. And then we reach the left side of the head towards the ground. The right arm lengthens out in front of us. This is pretty intense. So a block under the head is definitely an option here. The right arm is going to lengthen forward. And breathe deeply. I got to fix my mic. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Rest your head. So as your right arm lengthens out in front of you, your left arm is lengthening out underneath that right arm. Push down to the right hand and try to rotate the body a little bit. Head is resting, breath is deep. Good. Push into the right hand, take that left arm out in front of you, and we're just going to switch. The right hand flips palm up. We slide it as far as we can, and the left arm reaches long out in front. Twisting the body under so that your head can look underneath your left arm there. Deep breathing. Good. Take that right hand out from under you, out in front again. Come into your child's pose one more time. Rest your head, soften your jaw. Good. Lift your body up, curl the toes, downward dog, push the floor away, drop your head, soften your jaw, and breathe. There's that strength again. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Bow the body, belly up and over the thighs. Drop your head. How's your face doing? Bend the knees. Push down into the floor. Take the arms out to a T. Let's lift up to standing. Reach the arms towards the sky. Drop your shoulders down and soften your jaw. evenly pressing down into the feet as you lengthen up through the top of your head. Good. Good. Lower your right hand down behind your back. Palm's going to face out. Your left hand reaches down behind your head. Now here, if you have a strap or a men's tie, you can connect your hands together. My hands don't like to touch in these postures. They're getting there, but they're not, big fans of touching. But either way, even if your hands don't touch, that's okay. You're going to take your top elbow and just circle it around in one direction. And when we circle, we're focusing on this right shoulder loosening up. That's the whole point of this movement. And circle the opposite way. Keep breathing. Good, let's hold it still. Walk your hands closer towards each other. This is what the whole point of that was, to help loosen it up. Maybe you can get the hands closer. Bend your knees here, take a deep breath in, and then bow with a flat back. Knees are bent. Flat back, we bow. See how far down you can go comfortably. And rest your head down. Once you're all the way down there, you can straighten the legs a little bit more. See how that feels? Keep breathing. Good, bend your knees. Let's lift the body up to standing. Take your time. Release your arms. Float them both up towards the sky. Drop your shoulders down. Good. Right hand down behind. Left arm behind. Palm faces out. Right, so we slide that left hand up the back and the right hand is at the top here. We're going to bring those hands close together on the back body, as close as we can get. And then we're going to circle this top elbow in one direction. And we're noticing how it feels. We're breathing, feeling the heart pumping. Let's circle the opposite way. Good. Let's hold it still. Get the hands a little bit closer towards each other. Bend your knees deeply. Bow forward. Nice flat back. And as far down as you can go comfortably with a flat back, and then you're going to drop your head if you're low enough. Maybe straighten the legs a little bit more. Notice the difference on this side. Most of us have a looser left shoulder. Keep breathing. Good. Let's bend the knees deeply. We're going to stay down with the body. Release the hands and bring them down to the floor. Sinking down into a squat with the knees hip width, and we're on the ball of the feet. Strengthening the feet. Yes. Hands to the knees, pull the shoulders up and back, and let your jaw relax. I'm having microphone issues today. Hope you can all hear me okay. Good. So the hands are on the knees, we're balancing on the feet, helping to strengthen the ankles and the feet. Oh, so good. So good. Check in with your breath. Staying in this moment. You can bring your hands into prayer here. See how that feels. If you're a little bit wobbly on your feet, that's good. Means you're normal. It also helps to build up muscle because your feet are constantly working to catch you from falling, right? So there's building of muscle happening. It's pretty cool. Strengthening and breathing. Good. Good. Bring your hands down inside your knees here. And you're going to step your left leg long. If you have a block or a couple of books that you can sit on, that might be a nice idea here. Or you can try to bring your right heel down and extend your left leg as long as you can, and your hands come into prayer in front. So your bottom, ideally, is not touching the floor. This is very intense on this inner left thigh. If you can feel that. Heart is forward, long spine, jaws relaxing. Nice deep breath. Is your body saying thank you, or is it saying, what are you doing to me? I hope it's saying thank you. Inhale deeply, bring your hands in front of you, lean forward into them, bring that left foot in, and we're gonna switch sides. So the right foot out, and I'm sliding it far away as I sit my left heel down to the floor, or I'm sitting on my blocks or my books, and my hands come into prayer. Which inner thigh is more intense in your body? Check in with that. Keep breathing. After we do this stretch, we're going to come down onto our bottoms. So I hope you're excited about that. Usually the magic word in yoga is shavasana. How do you feel about that word? Let's bring the hands behind us now and sit onto the bottom. Bring your legs wide. Good. Hands are going to come forward, and we're just going to walk as far as we can go forward, out in front of us. Now, for some of us, we're not going to get too far down, and that's okay. Flex your feet. For some of us, we're going to get farther down, and that's good too. You can also put blocks underneath your elbows, your forearms here, and just rest on the blocks. You can make them tall, which is awesome if you're feeling kind of tight today. You can also come forward with your arms down to the floor here. Flex your feet. Let the shoulders relax. So in your body, just thinking about where you feel flexible and strong today. Where do you feel the most flexible, and where do you feel the most strong, or the most strength in your body? Just taking little notes. Pull the heart forward, drop the shoulders down. Breathing deeply. Let's walk those hands in. Good. Scoop your knees in. Good. And now you're going to balance on your bottom. And we're going to lift the feet up off of the ground. We're going to take the shoulders up and back, lengthen up through the top of the head, and then see what it feels like to bring the arms alongside with the palms facing in. Little upward facing boat posture. Now from here, you can practice straightening one leg up and then the other, just doing a little alternation, or both, and see what that feels like. Keep your heart reaching forward, shoulders up and back, jaw relaxing. Good. Let the knees bend if your legs are straight. Drop the feet gently down to the floor and lengthen up through the top of your head. Pull your shoulders up and back. Breathe deeply. Bring your hands behind you. The fingers point in at the body. Now, for some people, they like to turn their hands in different ways. That's okay. Do what feels good for you. Take an inhale and exhale. Lift your hips up for reverse table posture. Good. If it feels okay, you can drop your head back. So feel the strength in the arms. Squeeze your buttocks. Glue the feet down to the floor. Hug the heels back towards the fingertips without moving the feet. Push as much as you can with your hands into the floor. Good. Lower the hips. Your head is going to follow forward. And then your arms and your legs come up in your upward facing boat again. Good. This time we're going to extend the legs forward as we recline the body back, not touching the floor. Squeeze the buttocks. Back up into your upward facing boat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Forward squeezing, tilting back. Back up. Breathe in. Exhale again. Extend away. Good. Lower it down to the floor. Woo! Magic words, right? Yay. Take a deep breath in here. Bend your knees, plant your feet down to the ground, bring your arms out to a T position, and drop your knees down to the left. So feel the breath, feel the heart. Listen to what's happening in your body. If it feels okay, you can take your left ankle on top of the right knee to help hold the right knee down and help lengthen that thigh bone longer. As you hold this posture, breathe deeply. Belly, ribs, chest expand. Face is relaxed. Good, let's slowly rock back up to center. Left ankle above right knee. If it's not there, bring it there now. And then pelvis is centered. You're gonna hug the right knee in for needle threading posture. Relax your shoulders. And you can pull in as much as it feels comfortable to pull this right thigh in. Let your face relax completely. Relax your left foot. And then release your hands. Plant the right foot down to the floor. Uncross and drop the knees down to the right with the arms out to a T. Hold it, breathe, and feel. Hold it, breathe, and feel. Right ankle can go on top of this left knee, lengthening your thigh bone. Inhaling and exhaling. Allow your knee to rock back up to center, and once you're ready, hug your left knee in, keeping your right ankle above that left knee, or placing it there if it wasn't there. The right foot relaxes, we hug in, we relax the shoulders, the face, the jaw. What can you let go of today? Breathing in, breathing out. Good. Releasing that left foot, uncrossing the right ankle, extending into your Shavasana. Palms are facing up. Let the feet drop open. Breathe deeply, belly, ribs, chest. Notice how you feel after this awesome, amazing class together. And I'm so glad that you were here. Stay in Shavasana as long as it feels good for you. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.